bill will do is give massive tax breaks to
We'd like to welcome everyone for the celebration of America's birthday. And you couldn't ask for a better morning. I think we hit the jackpot with this beautiful weather. We'd like to now invite our distinguished guest, Indra, excuse me, I practiced this and now I got the first part wrong. How do you like that? Indra Neelameggham. And Indra is representing the Hindu community here in Utah, and we've asked her to give our invocation. Indra.
Good morning, everyone. What a fantastic day. May all that is divine, all that is blessed, bless us all on this fantastic day. The best of birthdays, the best of all days in the world, I would say. God bless us on this 4th of July. My invocation prayer is going to be said in the language called Sanskrit, which is a divine language, they say, many thousands of years old. It is from the Vedas and the books of the Upanishads. The short verse, I will follow it with the English translation. Though it is in the language Sanskrit, it is a universal prayer, often used as invocation in schools and other public places of gathering. So I begin. My name is Indra, and I also belong to the Salt Lake Interfaith Roundtable, as well as I come to many meetings of Murray City's interfaith activities. Om Asato Ma Satgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Mrudangamaya Kale Vashantu Parjanyah Deshoyam Shobarahito Brahmanashantu Nirbhayah Aputrinam Sutrinaha Adanyanyam Sadhanam Shantihi Jivantu Saradam Satam Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. The words Shanti are a refrain saying peace, which is like Amen in other prayers. From the unreal, lead me to realize what is real. From the darkness of ignorance, lead me to the light of knowledge. From the daily death that is every moment in our life, lead me to the immortality of forever enjoying the experience of being alive. May He guide us all to the calmness of peace, peace, and peace. May the seasons occur for the benefit of all and the rain clouds shower in timely season. May all lands be plentiful, prosperous, fertile, and free of calamities. May nations be without the dreadfulness of destruction caused by nature or by humans. May the learned be fearless and able to speak their thoughts. May those that lead us govern us and have the discernment to serve and give us benefit to all that of us who look upon them. May the poor attain all the wealth of achievement and success of all that they dream. May all the living beings enjoy pleasures of 100 autumn seasons. May we be blessed. May peace be all that is pervading. May peace prevail. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Thank you all.
Thank you, Indra. That was beautiful. Next, we will honor our flag with the Murray City Honor Guard. Also, following that, Miss Murray, Alexa Clarkson, will lead the Pledge of Allegiance. After that, we'll enjoy the national anthem and God Bless America with the MurrayConcertBand, and we will go to that point.
Order! Left, right. Present. Arms.
Invite you to join us in singing God Bless America. The words are in the program, so please feel free to join if you like.
Thank you for that beautiful music. Happy to have you with us. Please invite today's speaker, Eric Bracewell. Before I do that, I'm going to go on to the program. And after Eric's remarks, we'll enjoy Centennial Spirit, Armed Forces Salute, and Stars and Stripes Forever by our MurrayConcertBand. So let me read a little bio on Eric. Eric is a U.S. Army veteran with 11 years of combined active duty and reserve service. Specializes in infantry, military police, and leadership roles, including the Y2K Task Force. His military career is marked by leadership, training, public speaking, and operational coordination in complex environments. Eric comes from a proud lineage of military service, with every male in his family serving since the Civil War. His father, a Bronze Star Vietnam veteran, along with his grandfather, great-grandfather, and brothers, all served their country with distinction. Currently, thank you for that. Currently, Eric is the operations manager for Murray Power. So Eric works at Murray Power, overseeing linemen and arborist crews. He is also a devoted husband, father of 4, and grandfather to 5. His life reflects a deep commitment to service, leadership, in his community. Without further ado, please welcome Eric Bracewell.
Grateful to be here. Thank you for the opportunity. When the mayor says that, it kind of makes me sound like I'm something special, but I'm not. So we started with, my name is Rodney Eric Bracewell. I go by Eric Bracewell. I grew up in Jacksonville, Florida, and a lot of the kids back there had trouble saying my name Rodney for some reason. I've always been known by Eric. Not very many people know that my first name is Rodney. But I'm honored to stand before you today. Important day, not just as a speaker, but as someone who deeply values the name of this holiday and the freedom we celebrate. As we gather on this 4th of July, we're surrounded by the traditions that make this day special. Flags flying, families gathering, fireworks lighting up the night sky. But beyond the celebration, today is a moment we pause and reflect on what Independence Day truly means. Excuse me. On July 4th, 1776, a group of courageous individuals signed the Declaration of Independence, boldly stating that all people are created equal and have a right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. That moment marked the date, the birth of a nation built on the ideas of freedom, self-governance, and justice. But Independence Day isn't about looking back, it's also about looking forward. It reminds us that patriotism isn't just pride in our communities or our country's past, it's a commitment to its future. To me, patriotism isn't about agreeing with everyone or everything, it's about caring enough to stand involved. You see it in those who serve, in those who vote, in those who volunteer, show up for their community, or simply help their neighbors. Patriotism is action, not just words. It's not about politics, it's about values. It's about service, sacrifice, and unity. Excuse me. The mayor already kind of pointed on this, but I'm going to go through it a little bit more. In my family, patriotism isn't just a word, it's a way of life. I come from a long line of military service on my Bracewell side. Like the mayor said, all the men in the family have served, going back to the Civil War. When I tell people that, it kind of reminds me of the Forrest Gump movie where they say Lieutenant Dan's family all served and died in every major conflict that the U.S. has been in. And it kind of makes me laugh, but that's how my family is. We're all like that. My older brother served in artillery. I was in the infantry and the military police. My younger brother's still serving. He's a special operations medic. Excuse me. And he's been deployed several times. Sorry, this is so funny. He called me from Afghanistan one time. They told me they're going to a particularly bad area. They wanted me to be there for his family if he didn't return. He was recently promoted to E7, which is the same rank my father was when he left the Army. And they're both named Frank, so it's kind of a cool thing. Two Sergeant First Class Bracewells. My grandfather, great-grandfather, and others before them all served. We're all mostly in the Army. I hope there's nobody in here from the Navy, but we had one cousin that was in the Navy, but we don't really count him. I'm just joking. I like to tell that joke. Guys in the branches, they understand the joke. We always give each other some credit. I'm very grateful to all that served in every branch. If I could, I'd like to take a moment to talk about my father. And excuse me if I get a little emotional, which I've already been, obviously, but he was a man of service. He's the man I've always tried to be like. He served 3 tours in Vietnam. We served the Bronze Star for Valor, 2 Purple Hearts. We lost him to a drunk driver when I was 11. And I didn't learn about his heroism until much later, because he never talked about it. I knew he had served because of the photo album that my mom kept. But there were never any military pictures on the walls, only family photos. And it was only later that I understood why. Some days he would just stare at the wall for hours quietly. And I never really got that as a child. But after serving, I kind of understood why. That was long before PTSD had ever been talked about, and for some, the war never ends. But he never complained. He never talked about the cost of sacrifice, the cost or the sacrifice. To him, service wasn't a choice or a burden. It was simply a part of who he was. He didn't wear an Army veteran hat. He wouldn't stand when they asked to recognize veterans. For him, service wasn't about recognition. It was just about the right thing to do. He picked up hitchhikers. I'm sure a lot of you have grandfathers that did that or fathers. Helped strangers on the side of the road, which these days, I don't know if he'd be kind of a wise idea to do that. A trait that my older brother picked up, and he continued on until he passed. We'd always go fishing up a strawberry or something. And anybody that was broken down on the side, my older brother would always pull over and help. My father had us mow our elderly neighbors' lawns. without ever expecting anything in return. One of our neighbors' cars broke down, and they couldn't afford the parts. My father gave blood and drove a taxi at night to help earn money for his bread until their car could be fixed. Every one of my family who served did so with quiet pride. They didn't boast, they served. And it's something that I've always admired and tried to emulate. Do it for a cause, not applause. So in our family, the 4th is a big deal. We always get together, eat too much food, light fireworks for the kids. You know, as us older guys, we don't let the kids really get in there and enjoy it. We kind of like to do it ourselves. But we say it's for the kids, that way our wives don't get mad at us. And most importantly, we remember, we gave thanks to those who have served and sacrificed for this country, because for us, patriotism isn't just about history, it's personal. Today I want to thank all the veterans, active duty, military for their service and sacrifice. I'd also like to give a special thank you to the families of the ones who served. The ones that stay behind when their loved ones deploy. They carry a weight at home, often becoming single parents overnight, holding down the fort through sleepless nights and missed milestones. Their strength often goes unseen, but is no less powerful. I also want to thank our first responders, teachers, public servants, and volunteers who quietly give their time and energy every day. Because patriotism isn't about being the loudest, it's about being present. It's about community, and it's about others. Before I close, I want to share something that reminds me of what real patriotism looks like. We were recently working in Tuba City, Arizona, helping the Navajo Tribal Utility Authority bring power to homes that have never had electricity. At a dinner with the NCUA workers, volunteers, and some of the residents who were receiving power for the first time, a woman shared her story of gratitude and that she was able to buy her very first refrigerator, and she was hoping to fill it soon, but money was tight. Later that night, I saw one of our linemen, Tyler Parkin, quietly pull her aside and handed her a wad of cash and whispered to her, "This is for groceries." She began crying hysterically and hugged him tightly, screaming, "Thank you." He didn't do it for attention. He didn't want anyone to see. That's what service looks like. That's what patriotism looks like. A simple act of kindness and service can change a life forever. That brings me to a quote I'd like to leave you with. Patriotism isn't just found in history books. It's found in how we treat each other, how we give back, how we stand up for what's right together. So today I challenge you, find your own way to serve, and we'll all be better for it. I'm truly grateful for the opportunity to speak for you this morning. Happy 4th of July. Have a fun and safe Independence Day. God bless our troops, God bless all of you, and God bless America.
you, Diane, and the wonderful band. Wonderful, wonderful music. And thanks to all those who participated. Indra, thank you so much. Alexis, thank you. And Eric, thank you for your beautiful remarks also. So without further ado, thanks for being here and happy 4th of July.
For many years, and so yeah.
Yeah, it was great.
You were in the band, right?
Yes.
It was such a lovely band.
Oh, thank
I
you.
heard that you folks practice every week or
Yep,
something.
every Tuesday.
Okay, in
Yep.
this bandstand?
No, we play over at, or practice at Hillcrest.
Right.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay.